Andrew McGann for SevereMMA, standing alongside Paddy the Hooligan Holohan here in SPG Concord. Paddy, we never really got a full breakdown with you after UFC Dublin. If you can, in any sort of words, explain what it was for you or how it felt.
Mental. I was just mental, man. It was a mad scene. Never experienced kind of anything like that in my life. It was definitely a surreal situation. Even getting back to the hotel room and like, I thought I could just go to the bar. I did and get a cup of tea, but it took me like 2 or 3 hours. Clive Staunton had to come rescue me and all, but it was great. I actually got to watch Cottle's fight from the top stand, like, so I was up at the top stand just wrecking it with people and making photographs and all. It was just crazy. It was an Irish celebration.
You had to get lended €2 for a cup of tea as well, didn't you?
Yeah, literally had to turn around to some guy and say, "Have you got €2?" He was like, "What?" So I'm bumming €2 just fresh out of the octagon thing. But look, now I got €2, got a cup of tea.
I have to say, I can't listen to 10,000 hours without getting goosebumps and remembering that moment, because it seemed like it was a full circle finally completed. You know, Paddy Holohan going into the Stenkov fight with a great run behind him, then getting injury after injury, the tough failure, and now it comes all the way back to a fantastic UFC debut. Do you feel anything like that, or do you agree with me?
Yeah, definitely, I do. That was definitely one of the tunes that I had in my headphones when I was climbing back to the top of the hill, and every time I was working out. And there's another really great song there as well. He says at the start of it, "This is my job and I will not quit it," and that's what it's about, you know what I mean? And I recognised with that 10,000 hours things, and I was kind of for you guys as well. I said, you know, I'll throw that in maybe to make a cool sequel, and we'll all just ride off on a horse to the west.
Exactly. Well, speaking of which, you were pictured with a horse on Facebook no less than 24 hours after your fight. What happened there?
And it was just a little horse out in the field. I was just helping the boys. Just rope ended up getting caught. One of my neighbours ended up starting taking photos, and just is what it is, you know what I mean? But they're probably like little things that I'd get caught in, you know what I mean? Like just helping the guys tie a horse up, or probably like feed him, calm him down, or something like that. But it's nothing planned or anything, you know what I mean? It's just I just go with it, and it just happened that was there, and I said that'd be funny, wouldn't it, to send it down away.
And from that, you say you get caught in things. Something happened to you last night as well. I saw you put it on Facebook, running with a Gardaí.
No, you scumbags. User.
What?
No, I said user scumbags.
Right.
They coming up with that. No, it was just nothing. Just a little bit of banter that was. I teach the Garda rugby team here, and they let me down. They did, so I just kind of. I was messing with that, and then people kind of took it a little bit.
People took it serious. I was watching that thinking, has Paddy Holohan been arrested?
No, Paddy Holohan doesn't get arrested. Paddy Holohan runs. No, it was nothing like that, you know what I mean? I get on with everybody. I get on with guards. I get on with all the other side. I get on with everything, you know what I mean? I'm just an easy rider.
How sick are you about people asking you about cups of tea?
Not really, no.
And are you annoyed that people are completely ignoring the fact you've been the face of Lucky Charms for the last couple of years?
No, not really. I don't mind. Like, I give advice about tea, but there's only so much advice you can give about a cup of tea, you know what I mean? My best advice would be, if you're going to have a sugar, have 90% of a teaspoon. 90% of a teaspoon is perfect. You know what I mean? You can't go full teaspoon. Don't ever go full teaspoon.
I'll try it later on, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know.
Talking about your next fight, Lewis Gaudinot, I think probably one of the best matchups for you in the division. I think there's not any particular area that he massively outweighs you, or that you massively outweigh him. I think it's going to be a very interesting and even fight. Were you happy when you got that matchup?
I didn't even know who he was, to be honest. John just sent me his name, and I just say, yeah, look, this is how it works, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, you know what I mean? It turned out that he's a smaller guy than me. He's kind of what he thought.
5'3".
Yeah, most of the people that I get through to, I know when John says them, you know what I'm saying? Is he small? Is he kind of like a wrestling guy? Does he? And they're just styles, you know what I mean? They're not. No one has the magic formula, you know what I mean? If there was a special kick or a special throw or a special submission or something like that, we would have discovered it already, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be nothing I haven't seen already. And I deal with it on a daily basis here, so it's going to be no different there.
Has it been decided yet who's going over with you to Canada, as John will, I assume, will be in Sweden the same night?
Ash and the mad Russian.
Artem.
Yeah, Artem. Artem's a good friend. I actually think Artem's one of my favourite SPG fighters, to be honest.
The Russian Hammer.
Yeah, he's a legend, man. You know what I mean? He's an example of what it's like to say, like, I don't care about fighting. I'll just fight anybody and do it and mean it. Like, you know what I mean? He's that example. He's a good guy, and it's going to be great to have him in my corner as well.
One more thing before you go. We've been asked about this. Unfortunately, you never got to debut the Paranoia Guard, so I'm still looking forward to that. But what is this Beyonce escape?
It's
Can you show us?
Oh, I can't show you. I'll show you another day. It's literally a way of explaining to somebody how to do things. I come up with these things called mnemonics, and sometimes if you say something a certain way, people understand. Yes, I know what you mean, because you're going to describe it and put it close to something. And if you describe something close to something and you're trying to explain it, usually it helps, you know what I mean? And this is just one of these things. It's a different shake, you know what I mean? A normal shake is this, and a Beyonce is a slow vibrant, you know what I mean? So that's what it's about.
So if it's ever used in a fight, you'll tell us.
I'll tell you. I'll definitely tell you. You'll know, is it? You bring us to Beyonce. Yeah, you'll know. It's just these are just ways that, like, from when I'm teaching classes and things like that, to make people remember things, and it just happens to be one of them is the Beyonce.
Excellent, Paddy. We appreciate the time.
Thank
Best
you
of luck,
very much,
October 4th.
Thank you.